Hi, I'm really excited to show you around the brand new VAPI workflows. We're going to build a simple travel agency voice agent that can help customers make or change hotel or flight reservations. Our voice agent will not only handle conversations with our customers, but will also take actions such as making API requests, sending SMS text messages, and transferring calls to a human in case an escalation path is needed. To get started, click on Create Workflows and enter a name. We're going to use a blank template. Just type Travel Agency Demo and click Start. In here, we'll have our first node. By default, we add a start node. This one cannot be deleted, and every workflow must have at least one. We've configured a first message, and we're going to add a simple prompt here to ask a customer if they need help with flight or hotel reservations. Once you've added the prompt, we can click on Save to save the configuration. Now, let's add a few more nodes to this workflow. First, let's add a node to help customers with their hotel reservations. And in the condition here, we're going to put if the user wanted to make a hotel reservation, we want to basically go down to the next node. Now let's configure our node. For the hotel reservation, let's ask the users if they want to make a new one or modify an existing one. We'll also add another node for the flight reservation use case, and we'll ask them the same question, new one or an existing one. We're going to configure our condition to make it match the condition we want, which is if the user needs help with a flight reservation. Now let's add a couple more nodes, one for a new reservation and another one to handle the existing reservation use case. So in the first one here, user wants to make a new reservation. We're going to just copy this one over and make this wants to modify an existing reservation. We'll now configure the prompts for each of these nodes. We'll start with the first one, where we'll ask the user what dates they're looking for. And then we're going to use this feature called extract variables, where we're going to specify the variables that we want to gather from the conversation node. In this case, we need the check-in dates and the checkout dates. For the check-in dates, we'll format it in year, month, date, day, and we'll do the same for the checkout date. These are the variables that we're going to pass later into an API request. Once you configure your variables, you can save them, and we'll extract these in the conversation node as the user speaks to the agent. Here we want to trigger our API call, and I have here an endpoint that I've built, and all this endpoint does is if you provided a check-in and checkout dates, it'll look up or generate some dates and rooms with prices available, and it'll respond with them, and we can use those in our workflow. So I've added the endpoint here, and I'm going to pass it some params, in this case the check-in date and the checkout dates. And here, notice how we're using the liquid syntax to pass the variables that we extracted in the previous node. Let's set this to a GET request, and we don't need to configure anything else, so we can save this endpoint. Now let's add a new node to handle the response from the API request. In here, we will just read out what rooms are available, and then ask the user if they want to go ahead and confirm them. So we'll say if the user decides on a specific room type and they want to proceed, And once they get to the node, we'll tell them that we'll be sending them a confirmation with payment instructions. And here we'll collect the user's phone number. And this is the phone number that we use in our SMS tool to then trigger an SMS message. Now let's add a node for our tool. So you can click on plus, and then we have our tool node here where you can select it. And then from the drop down, you can select one of your existing VAPI tools. In this case, I have a send text tool that I've already saved. And just for reference, you can go to tools to configure a number of different tools here. And in this case, I've pre-configured the send text message tool with a production phone number that's already been approved to send SMS. Now let's return to our demo workflow and go back to our SMS tool. Let's configure the condition here to say that the user has acknowledged and provided their phone number. And if that condition is true, then only then we send them the text message. One of the things that users might do at this node level is that they might want to ask for other dates in case that they provided the wrong check-in and check-out dates. All we have to do is add an edge that connects these two nodes, and we can change this condition to say if the user wants to check a different availability, or they just changed their mind and they want to change the dates altogether, we could just loop back to the node that asked them for their check-in and check-out dates. Now, after the SMS message has been sent to the user, we just want to end the call. So we can add an end call node, and we can configure it with a condition here. And we can just clear it out and then add a message to the end call node so that right before hanging up, we say something like, thank you, and have a nice day. Next, we want to do a quick run through to make sure our workflows is set up correctly. So let's start from the beginning. Here in this note, we'll ask the user what we can help them with. They need help with a hotel reservation. We're going to make a new reservation, ask them for their check-in and check-out dates. We'll check the availabilities, get a response from that, and we're going to read out the rooms. It looks like here we need to edit the condition a little bit, saying that if there are any rooms available, then we are going to read them out to them. Once the user is ready to proceed, we can go down the path, or if they need to change the check-in and check-out dates, we can loop back. And everything else checks out here. So I think we're ready to go. Now that we built our workflows, let's test a call with it.
Hey there.
Hello.
Hi, I'm Elliot. You've reached Bay Area Travels. How can we help you today? I'm here to assist you with flights and hotel bookings. What would you like to do today?
I need some help with the hotel booking.
Sure thing. Do you want to make a new reservation or modify an existing one?
I want to make a new reservation.
Great. What dates are you looking for?
I'm looking for July 1st to July 4th.
Give me a moment. We have the following rooms available. Comfort room, $115 per night, total $345. Garden view room, $135 per night, total $405. Deluxe room, $145 per night, total $435. Ocean view room, $175 per night, total $525. Would you like to go ahead and book any of these?
Yeah, I'd love the ocean room.
Perfect choice. I'll reserve the ocean view room for you. What's the best phone number to reach you at so I can send you the booking confirmation and payment instructions?
Yeah, I'm at 415-290-5282.
Thank you. Have a nice day.
I've got the message right here, and it says from July 1st to July 4th, and it's got the ocean room that I booked. Very often, your customers might need to connect with your front desk or with a human. They might need to get transferred to a different department. Workflows allows you to create a escalation path using global nodes. These are nodes where you specify a condition um, that when it's satisfied, it would jump to this node no matter where in the workflow you are. So this is perfect for the cases where you simply want to zoom customers into this part of the conversation. In here, you can also add a prompt, and typically here you want to confirm that the user indeed wants to get transferred or speak to the front desk, and then you actually transfer them or perform the action that they need help with. Here, since we want the user to confirm before they transfer, let's modify our prompt slightly. And we can say, ask what the user wants to speak about, and then confirm before proceeding. Let's test this out.
Hey there.
Hello.
Hi, I'm Elliot. You reached Bay Area Travels. How can we help you today? I'm here to assist you with flights and hotel bookings. What would you like to do today?
I need help with a hotel booking.
Sure thing. Would you like to make a new reservation or modify an existing one?
Actually, can I speak to your front desk?
Got it. Just to confirm, you'd like to speak to the front desk or a human, right?
And just like that, we've gone from a node in the conversation tree and jumped into the global node to provide an escalation path or assistant if a customer wants to speak to a human or wants to be transferred to a different department. And just like that, we've built a voice agent to help your customers make or change travel arrangements, all with VAPI workflows. Thank you.